Well, as the only thing that qualifies me to speak on such issues is my mustache, let's turn to our panel of guests. Who should come here right now? There we are. Yeah. Okay. With me today is liberal hipster smartass, creepy paranoid libertarian, Ron Paul 2012, and well-educated Republican strawman in nice clothes. My apologies. So, the question is, does the news media have a conflict of interest when it comes to big business?
Well, Geraldo, really what we're looking at here is the end result of 1 million years of reptilian Zionist dominion.
I think that the media has been in this business for a very long time, and they know what they're doing, so we should just let them do the job that we know they're doing.
You know, the media is just out of control. Except MSNBC, nobody seems to get the facts straight. So I think we need to reel them in.
Rachel Maddow is teaching your children gay literature.
We need to be very careful about the gays and what they're teaching our children overall.
Gay word problems in algebra.
Hey, now, I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. First, I think you were talking about MSNBC and how they're somehow better than the other news networks. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, realistically, we all know that Fox News is just full of garbage. You people, you really need to tune into NPR. Just block Fox on your TV. There's child passwords. You don't want your children watching those Fox things. It's just out of control. They shouldn't even be able to call themselves a news network. It's ridiculous.
Excuse me, I think that we need to be careful about people's opinions here. I believe it's the liberals who are always saying that they want to be open to other people's opinions. So I think we need to be careful because Fox News presents a news source that is important for the people who have concerns about the values that are going on in families and things like that. And Fox News has been doing a lot to support people in the Christian community and to help bring values back. It's very important.
Fox News wants to turn your children yellow with giant, bulbous, unseeing eyes. Ron Paul 2012.
That's interesting, and we'll get back to that later. Now, going back a little bit to something Republican said, liberal. Liberal. I think she has a bit of a point when it comes to the news media. Many of the people who entered into this field weren't looking to make a buck. They were looking to actually help the world. Don't you think it is somewhat safer to say that a lot of the people in the news media aren't so much corrupt or shills? It's so much they're people who want to do the right thing but are sort of stuck in a financial system they really can't get out of.
I think what we really have is a system designed to keep rubes in front of their televisions.
Kill your television. Ron Paul 2012. Buy a blimp for the Super Bowl. Ron Paul 2012.
I think that we need to be careful about the programming we're putting on television and make sure that the children are not affected too harshly by this. I mean, we have to think of the children in this.
I believe all children should be kept in dog cages until they reach the age of 18, wherein their intelligence can be tested. And at that point, they can be either accepted into American super white male Christian America, or they can be sent to the Kessel Spice Mines for reprogramming.
Let me just say that not all conservatives think in that manner. I think that we live in a post-racial era where, in my area of Boston, we don't even see people of another color anymore.
Leave it up to the Republican to say we live in a post-racial society. Oh, snap!
All right, I think we're getting a little bit off topic once again. Why don't we focus on a specific example, the Stop Online Piracy Act. It's hugely controversial, but it hasn't been getting much media coverage. And the Time Warner, News Corp, General Electric, they all have an invested interest in this bill. Don't you think that that's a sign of conflicted interest?
Well, hi there. You're a friendly guy. The Stop Online Piracy Act is a liberal ploy by Senator Patrick Leahy of Vermont, a state which, I'd like to remind you, still does not have electricity, to kill the Bitcoin industry and make us use a fiat currency that is backed by Martian soul. I'm confusing my dogmas. Which one am I?
You're a libertarian.
I'm the. All right, which one of us is the Scientologist? Awesome. Vote RuPaul 2012.
On the subject of the media and SOPA.
That's what she said.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm really against this SOPA Act, but it's an election year.
I think that the issue with SOPA is that too many people have been spreading pornography on the internet, and that is the concern. That is what our legislators are trying to stop, and we need to support them in this.
Leave it up on.
There's pornography on the internet? If any of you find pornography of Gillian Anderson, please send it to paranoidlibertariannutjob@aol.com.
Putting SOPA aside for a second, what about stories like Kim Kardashian's divorce? News outlets focus on a lot of the time on things that don't really matter, things that don't really pertain to people's lives, and it seems to me, at least, speaking as an individual, it seems to me that a lot of it is for ratings. I mean, don't you think that is at least a sign that a lot of these news agencies are more interested in the business side than the news side of things?
I am horrified by Kim Kardashian's divorce and the coverage it's gotten. I am horrified because we need to teach better values in this country, and she's a poor example. If they had better Christian examples, maybe the corporations would be doing better, and maybe our economy would be doing better, and maybe our whole country would be doing better. We need to go back to our roots, our good Christian roots.
Right. Your good Christian roots that you can't even follow. Listen, you're all rubes. You're just rubes. Turn off the television sets. Kim Kardashian is nothing. Nothing.
The only way to save our country from Palestinian... Which one do I not like? Israeli-Palestinian-Arab conflict resolutions is to pass legislation that would allow states to introduce their own currency to compete with the dollar. That's not a joke. That's what libertarians actually believe.
I think we've gotten slightly off topic here. Again, the subject of the question is ratings, and the news focus on ratings, and
the media needs to do what it needs to do to continue to be competitive in certain ways. However, as I've said before, there needs to be appropriate programming. Like, they have ratings for different things. They have ratings for movies. They have ratings for TV shows. There needs to be appropriate programming all around.
I agree. There needs to be appropriate programming. That doesn't start with Bill O'Reilly. Oh, snap! Sorry, I don't want to act like Bill O'Reilly and just shut her down, but she's wrong, and you're all catty.
It's time we as Americans stop voting for lesser evils.
Yeah.
Woo! Cthulhu 2012. Yeah! Yeah! Cthulhu fucking! Riley!
we're out of time. We'll be back next week for things that make sense.